let's talk about the Horizon Awards in general. Like, what is it about? Why do you nominate people? Who gets nominated? I mean, just kind of, if there's people listening thinking, oh, like, do I apply for it? Like, how does that all work out?
Yeah, so the Horizon Awards is an event that recognizes outstanding young professionals in very different areas and aspects. And so we honor not just our members, but also non-members. So members get honored with awards like Young Professional of the Year, which is our highest honor. So think of like...
Which you won that, right?
I won that last year.
Yeah.
It took me 5 years to get nominated. I want to make sure that's there. Because
didn't vote for himself, I promise.
Well, it was a shock. I was not expecting to win it. But yeah, that's our highest award. Outstanding performances in like leadership, business ownership, community engagement. So we have about 12 member awards that we recognize with members, and it's all a nominee process. And then non-members get recognized with the On the Horizon Award, which you're a finalist in. And that award recognizes up-and-coming young professionals who are considered to be rising stars and who are going to do great things in our city over the next few years. Kind of become like the next Mayor Holt, so to speak.
Could you imagine me as a mayor? Jeez.
I never said that, though.
Everybody would be drinking tea at breakfast every morning. I'd make that a citywide mandate. I'm sure they'd be up in arms about that. We'd get real bacon in this city as well, not like the bacon that we have in America. It's a big thing. If you had UK bacon, game changer. So there's, like you just said, there's people nominated every year that are outside the group, the membership base, that are doing... you're saying all these things, it makes me feel uncomfortable, right? Like, it's almost like, it's like when someone praises you about the work that you're doing, like, I find it hard to like take it in, because for me, like, I know that there's a lot of stuff that I haven't done yet and I'm always working towards, right? Kind of probably the same way as what people say to you about your weight loss goal, right? You're like, you're doing so great, you lost these pounds. You're like, yeah, but I'm not at my goal yet.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same for me. It's like, you're doing great things, you've been doing it for so long, but for me, it's like just getting started. And that might come across as like kind of not big-headed, but like, I think I have a lot of self-confidence to know that like this is just the beginning, and you probably get the same as well with your business too. But I find it difficult sometimes to like take praise. I don't know why. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Well, especially in a city where I live here, but I'm not from here. Right?
Yeah, and to your point, I want to say that's what this award is really about. Is we're recognizing young professionals who, one, don't go seek out recognition for what they do, right? And they are doing such incredible work, amazing work that no one else would know if it wasn't for the Horizon Awards.
That makes sense, yeah.
So that's what I love about this event, is that I think every year people are like, oh my God, I had no idea that there's so many people doing X, Y, Z here in the community. This is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, it's uncomfortable when you get up there, hear your name called, you have to go give it a little speech. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Yeah. It's
I haven't got a speech prepared because I don't think I'm going to win anything.
But no, that's really why I love the Horizon Award. Is it just gives people who are so deserving, not just an award, but just more of just like I like to call it that we're elevating you to the horizon.
A little bit of recognition,
A little bit of elevation.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'm excited to come to the event, right? I get to dress up. It's at the farmers market. We've got some pretty big names who are going to be handing out some of these awards. I see you've been announcing that this week. Haven't met the governor yet. I'd love to meet him and get him on the podcast sometime. Maybe he'll say yes. Who knows?
You'll meet him virtually.
He's going to be there. Obviously.
Virtually.
He's virtually. Is that right?
Virtually, yeah.
Okay. Who else is going to be there?
Everyone will be there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do we have what is that? The strobe lights outside the building, into the sky. Red carpet service. The news crews are going to come out.
So there will be a pre-show this year from yours truly, Mr. Eliu. That's what he wanted, because he's all about the photo op. So nominees will be able to walk the red carpet, get their pictures taken, and get interviews, and then just all that fun stuff for them, make them feel special, because they're special, So we'll have the former editor and publisher of the Oklahoman, Kelly Fry, will be there. She's actually going to speak to us about the resources that are provided from the Oklahoma Mental Health Association. Okay, mental health is a huge topic and something that we're very, very, very want to make sure we start the conversation on this year's Rice Awards, especially amongst the young professionals community. So Dejan Jones, Mike Crandall, the Hillen brand, just really a lot of people who are community around young professionals we really respect. Some really great powerhouses